all, before proceeding with the strategic analysis class, I just want to tell you about the environment. Yes, class, just look here. Suppose this is my business. Okay. Whatever the factors class are there in the organization itself, they are called as class which factors? Internal factors or external factors? Tell me. What are the factors? Internal or external class? Yes, the factors within the organization, financial resources, machinery, material, these all are internal or external? Internal. Okay. So any factors outside the organization class, they are called as external factors. Now, तो क्लास इसका मतलब what is the external environment? Any factor which impacts the organization, that is which is outside the organization control, that is called as external environment. So class, what is external environment class? Any factor outside the organization control, that is called as external environment. Okay, now we are going to talk about the types of external environment. Can you tell me which factors are going to be there, class, in the external environment? Which factors are going to be there? Can you people tell me? Yes. Government. Yes. Political. Yeah. Inflation. Exchange rates. Any other factor? Yes. Disposable income of the consumers. Economy. Taxation. Customers. Competitors. Suppliers. Okay. So basically class, these are the factors. There are much more than that, but basically class, these are the factors. Now just listen carefully class. Are all the factors going to impact the business directly or indirectly? Tell me. Are all the factors going to impact the business class? Tell me. Yes. And are they going to impact the business in a direct manner or in the indirect manner? Yes. Some directly, some indirectly. Now just see here. I have written some factors: government, inflation, exchange rates, disposable income, economy, taxation. Okay. Some factors here. Some factors in the separate column. It means I am fond of writing the answers into separate columns here, class. Tell me. Am I fond of that, writing the answer in two separate columns, or there is some difference in that? Tell me. It is intentionally or it is by chance I have written it in the two columns? Yes. Basically, I have written it in this manner because of the impact. Whatever the factors on the right hand side that are going to impact the organization in the indirect manner, whatever are on the right hand side, they are going to impact the organization directly. Is it clear, class? Yes. So class, yes. So this is the direct factor, this is the indirect factor. So it means what is the type of external environment? External environment can be macro. External environment can be micro. What is the difference between the micro and the macro? Macro means the factors which are at the country level. Micro means the factors which are at industry level. Okay. Macro means more general factors. Micro means more specific factors. Okay. And macro means they are going to impact the business indirectly. And micro means they are going to impact the business directly. So, how in the paper the question can be framed? Listen carefully, class. If the examiner states, analyze the macro environment of the organization, it means which factors I have to focus on. I have to focus on political, social, technological, environmental, legal. Okay? But if the examiner says analyze the micro environment of the organization, it means I have to focus on competitors, customers, and suppliers. How? I am going to discuss that. So, class, in the SBL paper, for the macro, you are going to study the pestle model, and for the micro, we are going to study the model Porter 5 forces. And we are going to discuss this one by one. Now just listen carefully. For macro, it is pestle. For micro, it is Porter. So in the examination, if the examiner says, analyze the macro environment of the country, so of the organization, it means I have to use pestle. Pavan, if in the examination, the examiner says, analyze the micro environment in which the company operates, it means which model I will use here. Which model I will use, class, then? Yes. If the micro is word is used, it means which model to use, class? Porter 5 forces. Yes, very right. Now, if examiner says, listen, if examiner says, analyze the external environment of the company. Up external environment includes the micro and macro. External environment includes the model pestle as well as Porter. Now you can tell me which model to use, class. Then which model to use? Because examiner कहता है analyze the external environment. I know I can use pestle, I can use Porter. Which model to use? Then it depends upon the information given in the paper. If the paper information is more about the government, the economy, the social, the income, the education status, the marital status, the technology, it means I will use which model? Yes, tell me. I am going to use which model then? Class? Pestle. Okay. And if in the examination, the examiner is more concerned regarding the customers, their preferences, the number of suppliers available in the market, then I will use Porter. Okay, class? So please remember the difference. And if examiner is very specific, he is saying analyze the macro environment. And in that case, you have used the Porter model. Are you going to get any marks there, class? Does the examiner will even make you pass? No, not at all, class.